on the Epstein thing, there can't be national security involved. Release those files. I mean, what kind of national security could be at risk? Now, it might be people high up, but so what? That doesn't hurt our security.
I want to know who Jeffrey Epstein was working with to blackmail our politicians and our leaders. I think that is the case.
That's probably the key sticking point right there.
MLK files, what's national security about that?
I don't know. 62 years ago? I don't know. I don't know how that could hurt us in any way, shape, or form.
Surrounding the release of the Epstein files, Martin Luther King files, John F. Kennedy files, some current and former FBI agents are saying, some of them telling me, that they feel the FBI establishment came out ahead in the standoff sort of with the New York FBI field office over releasing the records and your Attorney General Pam Bondi demanding them but not getting all that she wanted. Is that process still on track? I think that's one of the most often questions I've been asked the last couple of days, to release these records on Epstein, MLK, and JFK.
Well, Pam Bondi's done a phenomenal job in every respect. And there could have been some holdback. I haven't heard too much about it, but they could. But the bottom line is the records are getting out. The Kennedy records are getting out. Those are the ones I really wanted to see the most, were the Kennedys. And during my administration, as you know, I released a lot of them, but then a lot of people started coming in, people that I respected, people that worked for the administration, asked me not to release the rest. And I respected that.
Why?
They gave me certain reasons, but I respected
what were
that.
They?
And
why?
I did say, I must tell you, I said that probably wish I did release the whole thing, because I have no idea what's in there. But since then they found, and we found, 2,000 more documents on Kennedy. And the one they want most is Kennedy, and it's going to be released. It's moving along, and it's moving along pretty rapidly.
It's moving along?
What does that mean? Go that
weeks
rapidly.
Maybe, or longer?
I say weeks, I say weeks.
What is moving along?
Yeah, I don't know.
Release it. I mean, it's been 70 years. Not quite, but almost 70 years. Come on.
Yep.
Literally 62 years.
Yeah.
Okay? Enough. I'm tired of hearing it's moving along, or I released some of them and then people came to me. No, I'm done with that. I'm just done with it. Release the files. What do you have to move along? Release the files. It's 62 years ago. How could it possibly hurt us national security-wise? It can't. It can't. No matter who did it, no matter who's responsible, no matter which conspiracy theory is true, whether it was the Cubans, the Russians, the CIA, LBJ in league with the CIA, whatever it was, we can handle it now. It was 62 years ago. I can't. I just can't take the words moving along. It's moving along. What do you... 62 years! How long does it take? Come on!
That almost feels like a Pat screech.
62 years! That was definitely a Pat screech, I'd say. For Epstein, what are we going on, 8 years? When did he die? Was it 2017, 2019? When did that happen?
2019, I think. 2019?
Come on. Come on already. On the Epstein thing, there can't be national security involved. Release those files. I mean, what kind of national security could be at risk? Now, it might be people high up, but so what? That doesn't hurt our security.
I want to know who Jeffrey Epstein was working with to blackmail our politicians and our leaders. I think that is the case.
That's probably the key sticking point right there.
MLK files, what's national security about that?
I don't know. 62 years ago? I don't know. I don't know how that could hurt us in any way, shape, or form. It couldn't.
And I know people are forgetting, but...
Well, his family doesn't even think that... What's his name? Ray, the shooter guy of MLK. They didn't even think he was...
MLK's?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Chris, go ahead.
But, we've forgotten that he also said he's going to release the UFO files. I know y'all care about that, but...
I do care about that.
I want to know about the UFO files.
I do, too. I do, too.
Especially after you showed that stupid trailer last week. I'm like, dang it, man.
I know.
What is in those files?
I know. That one, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that is the most sensitive.
Yes.
Maybe that's the most sensitive as far as national security. I don't know. maybe we do have alien technology and we're trying to reverse engineer it.
We do. Yes, correct.
You know?
I've been reading a book.
I hope that's the case.
Me too.
I want it to be the case.
Me too.
Let's do it. If we have them, let's do it.
Hurry up, though.
I doubt that we have them, but okay.
To your point, I'm reading a book that spends an entire chapter going over all of the, if you look at when these different companies that were in close proximity, physically, to the
Area
U.S.
51.
military.
Yeah.
So the materials from Roswell end up at this location, and then there's a company, and then you look at the patents that were filed right after that, you're like,
Really?
Okay then.
Really?
Here we are. Let's go.
That's
like that
interesting.
book.
I'd like to talk to somebody about that.
Yeah.
Who wrote the book?
There's a couple guys. I'll get it for you.
All right.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
that might be a
cool.
fun show, Friday show.
It's intense.
Yeah, I like intense. Let's have it. Let's talk to them.
Yeah.
If they will. Wow. Because it's just frustrating now. Just frustrating. And, it doesn't matter what president is in office. They're going to have the same garbage to have to deal with. And Trump's obviously dealing with it again. He dealt with it the first time. He admits that. People came to him and said, please don't release this. I'll bet they're doing the same thing now.
I tell you, man.
Tell them to stick it up the rectal cavity. We're releasing it. Okay?
Sideways, right?
Yes. Sideways.
No.
Reverse engineer it. I don't know. Whatever.